responsibility and accountability for that, and we want to tell stories our way. I mean, that's half the time why we're butting heads, and whenever we've tried to do something by committee, it's often been a disaster, culturally, creatively, that sort of thing. So, and I pretty much work exclusively for Leah. I'm doing a lot more work now with others, but I mean, they know that when they take us on, they take her on. It's her point. She's got a particular point of view, and the way that she wants to tell a story, and she comes from a blackfella's point of view, and that's not always understood. And now people are just taking it for granted and taking it on board, and there's a big trust factor there. But it's been a long road to get to that point. But yeah, for us, it's about accountability and responsibility for a lot of the reasons Vicky pointed out. You know, consultation, the community, your mob, where a lot of those stories are coming from.
And when you want to make work, also, I want to make work that supports my identity and the work that I make as well as a contemporary Indigenous, Australian, that's how I affirm my identity. So for instance, I made a work before, it was called Brilliant, and in there was a set made which consisted of 3,000 playing cards. It was ridiculous. It took 6 of us 2.5 hours every night to change the set. And I would be on my hands and knees, and how that grew, how that came about, is that I wanted to paint. The work was about painting, and I wanted to set time aside, and throughout the whole creative process and onto the stage, what happened is that the performers, except at the last minute, because the performers just wanted to perform, and they didn't want to make the set, and so then I forged a relationship with the people behind the scenes. But every day we would put the cards in, and it was like painting the dots. It was a community event. We sat down there, we spent a lot of time preparing the ground. It was about how long it takes and how your mind transforms while you're making a work. And so from that work, I've tried to embed the practice with an action that affirms who I am as a person, which, I had one person say to me once, right, is this a work about a river, or is this a dance work? And I've had people say to me, shut up and just dance. We don't like your words, just dance. We want to see you move around. And then other people, why don't you do this? Or why don't you do a solo and just move the way you move? And it's like, but it's not the move, like anyone can get out there and make like a whole bunch of steps. Yes, I'm invested in the steps that I make, but that's not the point. The point is the hours that are spent making the work, it's trying to make the work have a significance to myself and my identity.